From rock stages to rolling pins, today Afrikaans rocker Jakkie Louw learns fresh pasta from scratch at Pasta Barra in Brooklyn with Chef Nolly.
Okay, we're going to make some fresh pasta from scratch. When we make a good pasta, there's two types of flours. So there's one flour that they call in Italian doppio zero, which is where the name doppio zero comes from.
The restaurant, yeah, doppio zero.
And the other one is called the semolina flour. The semolina is a rougher flour.
Okay.
And the double zero is what it is. It explains it's a double zero ground. So it's very, very fine.
Fine, okay.
Okay. But to get a good pasta, you need a little bit of texture. And what we do is we use a combination of the two. And then the key ingredient as well is egg. I put more egg yolk than I do egg white.
Use 100 grams doppio zero flour and 100 grams semolina for each. Then 130 grams or so of egg. But if it's too wet, add some flour. Too dry, add some eggs. And pour the eggs in and mix them slowly to make the batter.
And then we're going to put our egg inside.
Everything at once. Okay. Okay, so ek sien jy baie stadig want sy oor gaan gemors wees.
Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to just break the yolks.
Alright, break the yolks.
And then slowly, we're going to mix the two ingredients together.
Okay, so basically wat ek nou doen.
Now bringing the flour in together.
Slowly, né?
Slowly, otherwise it's just going to spill over.
Okay.
Okay, now there's a special way of kneading the pasta dough which makes it work quicker. Because you keep holding it, you keep pushing it. So if you see here, what I do is I bring it down and push.
Ja, and push.
And I turn it, bring it over and push.
Oh wow.
Bring it over and push.
Ja.
And then use the palm of your hand
to
push and pull. But you'll see it start becoming elastic.
Okay, that's what you want.
That's what you want.
Okay.
When the dough is smooth and springy, wrap and rest it for about 30 to 60 minutes. The resting relaxes the gluten so it rolls out thin without tearing.
We start on the zero, which is the widest gap.
Okay.
And we've got to roll this flat enough to be able to go through.
Can I just...
So the general thickness depends on on what type of pasta you're making and what you're doing. Okay, we normally go up to a 6 to make a fettuccine, to make a pappardelle, which is a thick ribbon pasta which we use for our ragu sauce. And if you're making a fettuccine, which you're going to do for the Alfredo, make it thinner. It
6
literally melts in your mouth. No, we go up to an 8.
8. Oh wow, so I had to buy it.
It's gone up to 9. Now, generally, what they say in terms of thickness of pasta is that if you can see your hand through it, you've reached the correct.
Okay, maar ek sien amper jou hand deur dit. Ons is nou by.
Ja, ons is nou op die laaste een.
Okay, goed.
Okay. And the machine here is actually quite simple. People don't know what it means, but here you can see there's a whole lot of numbers. Can you see one?
Ek sien dit, ja, is die dikte wat.
So the smaller the number, 0, the wider the gap is here.
Okay, check,
As you go in, so it becomes...
Ja, ek sien. Okay.
And then it makes the thickness that you want.
Now dusted with flour, fold the long sheet, but remember to keep it moist with a plastic wrap or a damp cloth, and then you cut. Aim for the sheet to be about 1 to 2 millimeters thick, and it must be see-through when you hold your hand behind it.
This is a fettuccine cut.
Okay.
And this is a spaghetti cut.
Okay.
Ek vat die mes en ek sê okay.
Meslengte, okay.
That's
Is daai met die general lengte van 'n
you can make it longer if you want, but then it becomes difficult to fork on when you eat it. So this here is your pappardelle, which is a thick ribbon pasta.
Okay. Lekker.
This here is your fettuccine, which is thinner than the pappardelle.
For Alfredo, cut it into fettuccine strips, dust the strands lightly with flour, and separate them to prevent sticking.
Okay, so daar's 'n ding wat die Italiaanse mense sê, daar moet liefde wees in die maak van die proses, né? Now there's a thing in the music industry, if you play with I'm going to make it now on a 4. If you play with a backtrack, you're pretty much just going to sing the song, and your passion as a singer will determine the success. But if you've got a live band every time, and they really love the music, and you've got good chemistry, it's like a lot of chefs making a pasta.
Yeah. But you know what? The chefing business, as in any other creative business, career, is about passion.